Makima ran Chainsaw Man Part 1 from the shadows. Every major event, every death, every manipulation, she orchestrated all of it, and her power made it ridiculously easy. Her main ability, control anyone she believes is weaker than her. Simple concept, terrifying execution. This works on devils, humans, hybrids, fiends, animals, basically everything. And once she controls you, that's it. You're hers. The only exception? Angel Devil broke free for a brief moment when she forced Aki to contract with him. That's the only time her control ever failed. But here's where Makima gets broken. She doesn't just control people, she steals their contracts. You made a deal with a devil. Congratulations. Makima now has access to that devil too. This is how she built an entire arsenal of abilities. Let me run through them. Angel Devil contract. Trade human lifespan to create weapons. The strongest one we saw cost 1,000 years of life, but theoretically, no limit as long as humans exist. Spider Devil, extra eyes, and a competent fighter. More importantly, she could sacrifice it to teleport to hell, which she did during the International Assassin's arc. Zombie Devil, create zombie hordes. Self-explanatory. Future Devil, stolen from Aki's partner. Let her see glimpses of the future. Snake Devil, could store and transport other devils in its mouth. Punishment Devil, we don't know exactly what it does, but it was strong enough that she used it against the Gun Devil. Speaking of the Gun Devil, Makima used all these contracts simultaneously to destroy 20% of it. Like it was nothing. But her most important contract wasn't with a devil at all. It was with the Prime Minister of Japan. This contract made her functionally immortal. Any damage to Makima transfers to a random Japanese citizen as illness or injury instead. So you can't kill her unless you inhibit her healing somehow and then slowly eat her over several months and also love her while doing it, which is exactly how Denji killed her, but that's a different story. Beyond contracts, Makima also controlled 7 weapon hybrids. Riz the Bomb Devil, Katana Man, Kwangsi the Bow Devil, plus longsword, spear, whip, and flamethrower hybrids. These weren't just strong fighters, they were immortal weapons she could deploy whenever she wanted. Now let's talk about her other abilities. Makima could steal the senses of animals, specifically sight and hearing. This meant she could see and hear anything happening anywhere on Earth. As long as there were rats or birds nearby, the only counter? Written communication. She couldn't read what animals saw, she could also teleport using rats. We saw this when she ambushed Riz. And then there's her most visually iconic ability, force manipulation. This is the invisible crushing power that several top-tier devils use. For Makima, it worked 2 ways. Method 1, she could remotely crush enemies by saying their name, but she had to sacrifice a human life for each use. We saw this during the Katana Man arc when she squeezed multiple enemies to death. Method 2, bang. She makes a finger gun, points at you, says bang, and either blasts you backward or punches a hole straight through you. It's simple, it's brutal, and it became her signature move. Oh, and she's also an expert in hand-to-hand combat. She beat a weakened Pochita in close quarters pretty easily. When she was alive, Makima was likely the 2nd strongest horseman, behind only Death. But even Death avoided showing up until after Makima died. Was that just for storytelling purposes? Maybe, but the in-world implications are fascinating. Now we need to talk about what happened after Denji ate Makima. She reincarnated as Nayuta. Devils as strong as the horsemen always reincarnate unless Chainsaw Man eats them, because humanity's fear of these concepts never dies. But Nayuta was way weaker than Makima. She's a child, limited control abilities, physically weak. That said, she wasn't powerless. She controlled Yoru in Denji's apartment. She erased Asa and Yoru's memories, but she failed to control Barem, which raises questions. Did Nayuta think Yoru was weaker than her? Was she controlling Asa instead? We don't know, and frankly it doesn't matter anymore, because Nayuta is likely dead now. Barem killed her, served her head to Denji on a plate at a sushi restaurant. There's a possibility she comes back, but if she does, it'll probably only exist to hurt Denji even more. Okay, that's everything on the Control Devil.